science, religion, at war for thousands of years.
Nicolaus Steno, also known as Niels Stenson, was born in Denmark but spent much of his life in Italy. Steno, with his extensive field studies, developed the principles of stratigraphical interpretation that are still considered basic today. Niels Steno founded the modern science of geology. He was the first to recognize and state laws for the geological interpretation of sediments. He was also the first to express the difference between sedimentary and volcanic rock. Through all his scientific success, he held firmly to his belief in a sovereign God, who created a universe worth discovering. Steno wrote in one of his journals, "One sins against the majesty of God by being unwilling to look into nature's own works, and contenting oneself with reading the works of others." His reverence for the God of an orderly and sensible creation assisted him in unearthing some previously unknown geological principles. Using common-sense reasoning, Steno proposed that water generally laid down sediments quite nearly horizontally, so that the lowest sediments would normally be those that were laid first, with later sediments accumulating above. If one type of mineral or stone was embedded within another, then the first must be older, in order to have been surrounded by the latter. Steno drew diagrams, the first of their kind, demonstrating the stratification, displacement, and destruction of rocks in and around Tuscany. Fossils, he correctly taught, are the remains of creatures that lived natural lives and perished, to be partially preserved. And by studying crystals, he showed that the crystal faces of quartz always meet at the same angle. This was an important insight for the subsequent analysis of minerals. In 1660, before coming to Tuscany, Steno made a number of studies of human glands, leading him to a revolutionary discovery. Descartes had linked the pineal gland to human spiritual nature. Steno, who like Descartes was a mechanist, found through dissection that animals, too, had pineal glands, demolishing Descartes' theory. Steno did more, tracing the entire glandular lymphatic system. Most of his methods of study were simple, such as inflating ducts, or inserting fine bristles through them. Nonetheless, he produced highly original and valuable results. He was the first to describe the parotid duct, and wrote 2 valuable books on the muscles of the human body. But in the end, Steno took up a religious vocation, writing numerous theological works and becoming a bishop. Renouncing his scientific pursuits, to tend to the spiritual needs of his countrymen. He was deeply pious throughout his life,